Check one. Buck's Workshop. The game of stones is upon us, folks.
Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream. And you would naturally, as you began on this adventure of dreams, you would fulfill all your wishes. You would have every kind of pleasure you conceived. And after several nights, you would say, well, that was pretty great. But now let's have a surprise. Let's have a dream which isn't under control. Well, something is going to happen to me that I don't know what it's going to be. Then you would get more and more adventurous, and you would make further and further out gambles as to what you would dream. And finally, you would dream where you are now.
Hey, what's up, dude? Just firing it all up. Sorry, I was on a different machine just now. Just firing it all up. Just trying to find a stone to put a hole in. I think I'll do it with this one right here. How you doing today? I have been to mines, like a long time ago. I've never been to I've been to like the crystal mines, which are kind of not really what you're probably talking about. Man, not too much actually, just starting my day. Probably gonna be a short stream, but I thought, fuck, I was sitting on the couch, I might as well make the most of the day here before I gotta go take care of some business. But doing alright, man, doing alright. Man, yeah, I'd like to go to a mine someday and find some real good stuff, you know, just some like opals or some shit. I'd never done that before. Usually I go to mineral shows and you know, a lot of those guys will do the hard, heavy, ugly shit for me. They'll get, you know, I just buy it from the mineral dealers. Although where I live, you can just walk up the North Shore and, you know, find superior agates. I'm right out of Minnesota, so we got them things everywhere. And I haven't gone hunting for them in years. Most of the material I use right now, I bought at a couple mineral shows a few years back, and I'm just trying to knock it all out before the next one shows up. I love your interest in Lapidary. I do, I must say. Whereabouts are you out of? What part of the country are you broadcasting or coming from me at? So what I'm putting in the vise, it's a piece of pink quartz. Oh, Toronto. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm a Minnesota man. And I love the Canadians, man. They're the most polite motherfuckers that ever come into my streams. I think it's just we're kind of eye to eye on everything. Yeah, well, so what I'm putting in here is a little bit of pink quartz. I started messing around with this a week ago, and I'm gonna put a hole in the top of it, and then I'm gonna attach a bail to that, and then I also have some turquoise that I want to like somehow embed into this piece. So we'll see what happens. Have you ever been in the stream before? I don't know if I've ever talked to you. That's awesome, man. You came to the right place. I'm a very, very amateur lapidary. And, you know, I built all my equipment, so it's kind of shitty. But you know, I'm here to show everybody that they can just do all this shit on the cheap. You know, anybody can cut rocks and shape them and stuff for really not much. So I started this stream I call Buck's Workshop. You know, and I'm actually a hardcore gamer too. I play all the games. Yes. Yes, I have not yet worked with metal clay, but I know exactly what it is. Hell yeah. Yeah, hopefully Irma. Why, are you alright with that shit, JT Dub? I'm, well, I'll play just about anything. I usually play like, you know, first person, third person battles, like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, DayZ, shit like that, Battlefield 1. But I do play usually one RPG a year. I don't remember what the last one was I played. Probably a while ago. But yeah, I'm into the whole shebang, man. I like them all. Oh fuck. Damn this Vice. I even do an old school arcade stream. Yeah, dude, I do an old school arcade stream where I'm actually getting ready to really do it come winter time, where we play anything old school. I've got 30,000 games on one of these computers of mine, and it's just epic. Man, I hope everything goes alright for you, JT Dub. These days, these storms are pretty fucking epic that are coming out. Yeah, we'll see how this rose quartz cuts. Oh, you know what? I have a push-to-talk pedal because this thing, the sound it makes when I'm cutting is just so god-awful. So you'll hear me cut in and cut out, and I don't know if it's like the best thing, but God, it's so much better than hearing them grind the shit out of these rocks. So sorry about that. I know it's a little weird, but I'm still kind of figuring it out. Yeah, it's just because I have a push-to-talk pedal, and when it hits, when the Dremel hits the stone, it's like the sound of it's like the gates of hell have been opened up and all the fucking demons are screaming. It's so bad. So I just don't like to put you guys through that. Yeah, man. Well, hey, I'm glad you swung by. I'm actually the only lapidary on Twitch as far as I know. No shit. Yeah, I'm like the only lapidary on Twitch, so I pretty much own the community, and I'm very new. I'm like maybe about 3 or 4 months into the game, and I'm just here to show everybody that we can all do this shit, you know, on like a very low budget. And someone has to. I feel like it's my duty, my due diligent duty to, you know, just show everybody what they can do. You know, I'm just a regular dude. I have a fucking shitty day job, and maybe someday I could sell some of this stuff and make something out of it. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I don't know a lot about the stones I cut, but hey, we'll learn together. JT Double tell you he's been around since the early days. He's seen many a stream collapse. Oh yeah, Natalie's so cool. Someday I think we're gonna do some sort of collaboration. I don't know, she's amazing at what she does, and I love just watching the whole thing. I learn a lot from her, and I think it's cool as shit that there's somebody else that does the other end of it that I can watch. And you know, it gives you a lot of motivation, because I'm in here going blind, still trying to figure out the right tools to use, the right bits to order. You know, it's all a big process. I'm gonna try to find a different bit though. This one seems not to like want to go ripping through it like some other ones would. Yeah, actually right now I don't. Right now I'm just focusing on the stones, but I hope to learn some silversmithing this winter. I want to get into that, because all I need to do is just learn how to make rings. That's it. I got the stone end of it down, and I think once I figure out how to make myself rings, you know, fuck, I think it's going to get real interesting over here. Dude, it's cool to find an enthusiast. I think if you were in her stream yesterday, I probably saw you in there at some point. But yeah, I'm really stoked to find somebody that's interested, like, that kind of somewhat knows a little bit about what's going on here. I know that I started this out with playing video games, so a lot of the viewers are actually video game people, but I've slowly been turning them into creative viewers, and you know, kind of like introducing them to other creative viewers that I've been searching around, or creative streamers that I've been searching around for. And it's like I've taken the role as the gatekeeper of the creative section all of a sudden. Like people, big groups of people are just dumping into these random streams and getting into it, and I fucking love it. I fucking love it. I do another stream. It's called the Saturday Sunday Morning Wake and Bake, where me and a couple of my best friends play different games together. You know, and it's got kind of a stoner theme to it. I also do what's called the Buck Murphy 420 and Friends, which is usually at night, if I ever get that going. We do Buck's Arcade, which is a showcase of just obscure video games. Yeah, man, if I could just stream, I would. Yeah, that's what it's called, the Saturday Sunday Morning Wake and Bake. It's like a stoner themed video game show that's on very early in the morning on the weekends. See, I'm a night shift worker, so I'll get off work and then I'll hit that shit up. Right now I'm switching my my bits out. I'm gonna see if a different one, fresher, will cut. This one might be worn down. I went through quite a few stones yesterday, which once I put this back on, I'll show them to you. I can give you a look at them. Oh yeah, there's a gardening stream? I think I might be interested in that. What are they gardening? What are they growing? I love when we get new viewers around here. I think that's the coolest shit ever when a new person rolls in and becomes a fan. I do have a subscription program. It's a little loose right now, but the idea is that you subscribe. You know, I send you a polished rock. Second subscriber or second month subscription gets you put into a drawing where you can win like a pendant, and the pendants are pretty tight. So that's something that's kind of loose right now because I suck at mailing shit because of my shitty work hours. I can never make it to the post office, but we're getting the kinks worked out. Yeah, the incentives are like a polished rock. I mean, it's like a polished rock with like a little pendant sticking out the top, or like a little bail sticking out the top. But I mean, it's really tough to do because the drilling portion of this is a lot tougher than the actual making, you know, the stone. Until I find like a good setup to do my holes. Like right now, this shit's kind of a headache. Let me show you what we made yesterday, though. Why not? Let's just show you what we made. I don't know. You may have seen it in Natalie's stream, but I flashed some pictures for a second. So we got some Rainforest Jasper. And I made this a little while back, a couple weeks ago on a different stream that we did. But yesterday we just focused on these little bales that stick out the top. Those are pearl bales, which are kind of small for what I'm using, but they seem to work pretty good. I use the E3000 glue or E6000 glue to hold them in. Check that shit out. This is one of my favorites, and all this stuff I think I'm gonna sell. So it's someday I'll have a link to wherever the hell you can buy this. But this is super cool. It's petrified wood, which is actually my favorite material to work with. Yeah, E6000's awesome. It's like rubbery and shit. Yeah, if you notice, you can see all the grain and everything from this wood. It's pretty amazing. I used to polish my stones like till they were like glass, but now I just coat them with this clear cast coat. It's just it's half the work and it makes them pop a lot more. There's purists out there that would probably scoff at it, but hey, man, fuck them. It's my gig. Got this. This came out of a fucking huge geode. You got your fractures. You got a little bit of smog, and then it comes into this blue agate. It's pretty sweet stuff. I think it might even be my favorite that I've been working with lately. Cuts good. It's real strong. The tentacle, I call this one. It's so tight. Yeah, so that's kind of some of my stuff. Oh yeah, hey JT Dub, I've been telling people at work about that shit. I can't wait. And I'm stoked for you that you're making these things. JT Dub actually makes these crazy boards for serving meat and stuff. But what's crazy about them is they're made out of a like a whiskey barrel, so they got that side barrel bow to them, and they're just fucking beautiful. And I can't wait to get mine. I will display my stones across them. It'll look sweet. It'll look zen. I actually, that's funny. No, I actually I'm like whatever with Dr. Pepper, but my cleaning lady likes Dr. Pepper. So every week I buy Dr. Pepper for her, and then I just kill it all in like one day, whatever's left over. So I guess you can say I like Dr. Pepper, JT Dub, but it's very, I wouldn't have it if it weren't for the cleaning lady. I always get it for, I give her a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper and a big old bud to start her cleaning day. And I don't know if anybody was ever had a deal that good. Yeah, pretty fancy. It wasn't my idea, bro. That's the wife's idea, so she's the fancy one. I was the old cleaning lady, and I was terrible at it. Let's see if we can cut this stone. Every single time. I've done it the other way and it wasn't very fun. So now I just go with it, you know? What do I care? As long as I get to do my thing, I don't give a shit what goes on the other end of the house, you know? Been married for 5 years now. For our anniversary, I made her 5 rings, and they were badass. Have you ever seen my Instagram? Well, sort of. It's the Instagram is actually Buck_workshop. JT Dub, could you post that if you get a chance? You don't have to, but now that you're an official moderator, maybe if you get a chance, you can post that link. If you get a chance. I don't know if you're busy right now. That's cool too. Calf, what's up, man? How's it going over in Norway, bud? I am currently putting a hole in a stone. And hopefully this goes good. I don't want to break this one. If it does break, it's not the end of the world, but I'm gonna try to do this without breaking it. And that's a new game right there. How far I can get without breaking a stone. I'm gonna wrap this thing up in this little piece of cloth here and then put it in a vise. Yeah, we're not going to be going for too long today, so this is actually going to be kind of a short stream. I got to do my weekly cruise over to Barron's and Kamikins' house for our political conversation, where we get roasted and talk politics and Twitch and how we can make our shit better. It's like a weekly meeting that we have. It's great. Been doing it forever. I bet it's chill out there. I could use that life. Yeah, you'd love it, man. It's awesome. Probably don't know Cam yet, but she's got a gig called the Lady Death Squad, where her and the ladies go out and kill people on PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's pretty entertaining. Nice, we did it. We busted through it without breaking it. First time for everything, I guess. Alright, folks. Haha. Booyah. Now, let's see if this thing will reach. I just kind of eyeballed it, but I think I might come up a little short. Well, maybe. Yes. Uh-oh. Looks like somebody's getting a little fancy. Look at that, folks. Now, I'm going to show you something real quick. Originally, I planned on putting 3 pieces of turquoise down the middle of this thing. But I think I might just go with 1 now. But I'll show you what the original idea was if I can just kind of lay these out on here. But I think I'll just go with 1 now. So picture a piece of pink quartz with the fucking turquoise going across the top. Would that be cool? I still have to shape the turquoise with my arbor and everything and kind of make them into cabochons, but I think that'd be kind of cool. Either way, this was a big success for the kid, because usually when I go through these things they explode, and this time it didn't. And if I dip it in water, it'll really look good. See, once it's all shined up, it'll look like a piece of pink ice, which will be super tight. Oh yeah, I'm glad you guys like it. Yeah, I think I'm just slowly working on this piece, seeing what I can get done with it, and it's, God, I'm so glad that first hole I drilled didn't fucking cause it to explode. Fresh bit though, so on to the next one. Alright, I say we mess with this thing. This came from the inside of a geode. It was the center. It's just a big pool of quartz with the geode going around it. Now, I used to do this thing, it was like a signature where I would do a double post. But I don't know if I'm going to be doing that with this one yet. Just got to find my spot to put the drill bit. That'll be a toughie. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, here we go. This will be a good one. Piece of quartz crystal. More of these things that I love. Coolest things ever. The merbear. What a scary fucking thing that would be. If a bear could rip through the water as fast as a mermaid, it had like a big fish tail, but the top of a bear. Alright. Yeah, merbear, you can come by anytime. You are officially welcome. You know, it's funny too, because I haven't always had this passion for rocks, but being into art forever, it's a sweet medium to work with. Because it lasts for centuries. Like, all this shit I make, this will last till the end of the earth, probably, unless it gets crushed by something. And, that in itself is fucking awesome. Like, maybe someday someone will revere this as some sort of crazy treasure, you know. And that's kind of my thing. I love treasure, you know. I think the idea of it's awesome. All right, let's try to get this hole drilled. Alright, so we got a good cut going right now, fellas. trillions even. Yeah, I mean, eventually this whole fucking planet's just gonna be a crisp, but till then, people be wearing Buck's Workshop gear. Yeah, I like to keep it real chill. I'm a guy that does not like stress, and if I can alleviate someone else's, that's what I'm here for. It's funny, when I look at my Twitch stats, it has one person from Norway on it, and it's Gelf. And it's funny, because he's represented on the charts as his own number, you know? It says like 1%, all these different places that people are watching me from, and 1% is Gelfiskin from Norway. And I fucking laugh every time I see it, because I know he's the only one that is represented by that stat. Fucking funny as shit. This bit I'm using is cutting way better than the one I had in there prior. It's just digging deep. Whoa. See, and the trick to this is you just want to keep the water flowing over that bit, because if it heats up, it'll break, or the stone will break. So once in a while, you'll see a flash, and you want to pull that fucker right out so it doesn't like snap the end off. The game of stones isn't for the light-of-hearted and shit. I'm trying to come up with cool catchphrases for the name of the Game of Stones, you know what I mean? Kind of like that show that everyone watches, including myself. Alright, well, we cut another one, guys. We're batting 1,000 right now. Is that how you say that? You're batting 1,000? I'm not much of a baseball fan, but I think that's what you say. I'm hitting 1,000, fellas. Alright, so now we're going to take and mount this pearl bale on top of it. Yeah, JT Dub, I am actually super excited for the shark board, and I can't wait. I think the thing looks awesome. Have you made any more? Have you been knocking them out, or just kind of fucking around, or either way, I know how that goes. Took everything I had to get off the couch about an hour ago. So I know how procrastination works. It's a fickle beast. Hey, that's cool too, man. You got the rest of your life to crank these things out, but I think they're pretty awesome regardless. Alright, so what we're going to do is put that little hat on top. Let that thing sit for a while. There it is. All this stuff's going to be for sale too. I don't know what to ask for it, but it's going to be for sale. And if people don't like it, well, whatever, you know? Check this fucking thing out. I love this fucking lo-fi hip-hop shit. Just like fits with what I'm doing. Yeah. You got that storm that you're dealing with, man. What's up with that? Are you in like a danger zone or something? I'm always afraid to say something because I don't want to sound like a moron any more than I already do. And it's because, you know, I don't really know the geography and the land or everything. And are you actually like right in the path of destruction, or is it something where it could possibly hit you? You know, I'm trying my best to be sensitive here with everything. Oh, you're not in the danger zone yet? Yeah, man. You know, you're getting your licks now, but wait till winter, buddy. You'll be hearing some fucking broadcasts out of Minnesota about ridiculous shit. Hopefully you can get through it with no problems. We get tornadoes once in a while that wipe out fucking pretty good sized areas, and that's exciting. Oh man, I have a stone right now and I want it to work so bad, but I don't think it will. Let's see here. This one will work. A little Petoskey action. Maybe not. Here we go. We'll fucking do this one. Check that out. Let's put a hat on this little bad boy. Dude, this is some pimp music playing right now. Oh, really? Damn. Yeah, they say that whatever storm is hitting right now is one of the worst we've seen in a while, so fucking hopefully everybody, you know, gets out alive, because that shit can get nasty. Dude, I'm digging this bit, fellas. Yeah, that's what I heard. Something just outrageous. Yeah, Mr. Merbear. It's hard to say, but Merbear, go get some food, man. Come on back. Probably still be here. I'll be back in a second myself. I gotta grab another DP. Alright. Alright. Let's turn my volume down a little bit. I think I'm blasting you guys. I don't need to blast you guys. Alright. Yeah, so I got this new bit I just put on, and boy, she's going right through this stuff like nothing. I love it. Man, I tell you, when it's good, it's great. Man, this Twitch, though, it's such a tease. You meet people on here, you talk to people on here that you just would be like, damn, it'd be cool to go fucking fire one up with this dude. And you know, it's like, they're like millions of fucking miles away. That's why someday we all fucking meet up at TwitchCon. Alright, so what we got here is another stone that I'm gonna mount another bale on top of. This one's a little bit smaller than what I usually use, stone-wise, but they can't all be hulked up and big-ass things. Sometimes people want something a little smaller. So we're just gonna throw that on there. Do, 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 do. Brazilian blue lace agate, straight out of B-Town. Beet chips? Can't say as I ever had a beet chip. How are those? How are those beet chips? Are they like fucking just dark black looking? Man, you're talking beets as in sugar beets, right? I actually don't mind beets. I just hate what they do to my body. Like shit, man, I used to do a lot of juicing, and I juiced beet juice. And then one day I, had to make a, bowel movement, and it was the most terrifying ordeal of my life, I'd say. And then I remembered it had to have been the beets, But, it's so many hours later, you just don't think maybe it's the beets that did that. Fucking beets are so good for you. It's insane. Especially sugar beets. That might be all the beet. Every beet might be a sugar beet. I don't know, but they're fucking good for you. They have what's in them called, it's a chemical called trimethylglycine, and what the trimethylglycine does is it purifies your liver. Folks, I'll teach you something about something. Alrighty, so we're gonna approach from the top again here and try to get a nice cut through the top here, and then do another one of them over the top bales. If you like unicorns, you'll love this Dr. Pepper I'm drinking. Follow Buck Murphy 420 and friends, for I am the mystical unicorn that runs the stream. Holy shit, did anybody else see that thing? Well, if I were in the Game of Thrones world, I would be Bucket the Murfingham. And that's what my castle would be known as, Murfingham. And it would be all jesters. I'd have an army of court jesters, and they would fight for me. Secret bonus level. Hey, dude. Buck Murphy 420 here. We're cutting stones. Look at this thing. A lot of people like this thing. It's kind of like one of those blue knives, like the fucking that kill the White Walkers. Yeah. I don't know. I just thought it was cool, so I fucking clear coated and posted it. And a lot of people got a good reaction. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but look at that shit. Oh shit, I think we just broke the blue agate, guys. You know, that happens sometimes. I just gave her a little too much love. I gave her a little too much love, folks. But you know what? It isn't the worst thing that could happen. So we'll just throw that in the shit pile. And we'll come back to that someday. Maybe all we'll have to do is glue her back together and get back on the road. Oh, it's cool, Merbear. I've broken nicer stones than that one. Now I don't even get mad. I just go on to the next. I've conditioned myself for failure. And when you condition yourself for failure, folks, you'll never be let down. Right? Little wisdom. I think some people tune into the stream for wisdom, so I like to give out a little wisdom. Folks, condition yourself for failure, because if you do that, set that bar down to your ankles. You know, anybody can slam dunk a fucking 4-foot basket, right? Alright, let's find another stone to cut. Let's find something else here on this road, on this cosmic journey. Alright, so this piece of tiger iron, this shit always breaks when I cut it, but I got a feeling today's the day. Today's the day we lay 2 posts in the top of this sumbitch, and it's going to be spectacular. I like to set the bar low, and I like to keep the, I like to go very low brow too. So the brows are as low as the bar right now. If anything I say offends you, that's okay too, because we're all humans here. It's okay to be offended. This isn't usually the stream where I offend people, though. It's my other streams. Here we go, folks. We're going deep. Balls deep. That's right, Merbear YOLO. How'd you know my middle name? get her done. They took her germs, now we're gonna get her done. Believe it or not, guys, this is what a stream is like before I smoke. I haven't even had one yet today. I'm about to. I'm looking at the bag right now. The germs. Dude, you yell that out in a crowd, and if anybody responds, you can judge how fucking awesome they are by just them responding. I've been in massive crowds and yelled, "They took the germs," and like 40 people be like, and it's like, you know you're with people that you're gonna be getting along with if they just respond in the way that we all know how you do. Oh, the best. The best. I haven't watched South Park in forever, but man, usually I'll do these big benders and I'll watch a shitload of it. Did they ever re-release the Stick of Truth? Is that coming out again? Because that first one was epic, man. If you haven't played the South Park Stick of Truth, that is a hell of a game. For sure. Yeah, this Tiger Iron's very brittle stuff, but it looks cool as shit. So, I wish I had a better camera angle and more lighting for you folks at home, but right now everything's kind of trashed out in the workshop. When I get back from Vegas, I'm going to try to rebuild the whole works and then try to get it a little more clear, a little brighter, a little more functional. But right now I'm just kind of looking towards Vegas, so I don't have time to do any of that shit. Just had to go throw my wife's scrubs in the dryer. If I don't do that, the old buck will be in the doghouse. Well, you guys know how that goes. I'm sure we've all been in the doghouse one time or another. Did they release that, JT Dub? One day you will know my suffering, Merbear. Whether it be wife or husband, one day you will be in the doghouse, my friend. And it'll suck. Folks, I'd like everybody to congratulate JT Dub. Brand new moderator. He didn't have a choice. I just threw the sword in his hand. And I'd watch what you say. He can swing it either way that he wants to. For sure, man. New mod hype. Still not sure exactly what the hype is. You know, I hear it a lot in chat and stuff. Everybody's hyping this and hyping that. Not quite. I don't really quite understand it yet. I kind of get it. So. Hype, hype, hype. Oh. Oh, really? Oh, man. Well, yeah, I get that. I get that. It gets thrown around a lot. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, man, I think we just burnt off an end of that sweet bit that I was using. Started glowing. Yeah, it gets started glowing and shit. You don't want that. Yeah, that shit, I don't know what just happened to this blade, but it just doesn't cut like it was before. Might have sheared off some of the diamonds. Once that happens, you ain't getting nowhere, folks. You're on a one-way ticket to Nowheresville. Yeah, that thing's shot. Fuck. Well, that's a bummer. That was a good bit. Yeah, I mean, I can show you what this bit looks like right now. Basically what happens is once it starts to glow, it'll melt it off, and then it's just junk. Like, it'll just sit there and spin in like a crevice, which sucks. But bits are cheap, actually. The bits are like the cheapest part of this whole hobby, which is funny as hell because they're the ones that use the diamonds and shit. Which is pretty cool. A fresh bit would look like this. It's like a perfect little globe on top. Whereas a worn bit basically looks like an arrowhead at the end of it. It's just shit when it's done. Or sometimes they don't wear down, they just get really smooth. It's like the diamond coating comes off of them or something. Which sucks every single time. See if I can find something in this fucking bunch of bits here. The best ones to use are the ones with the balls on top. Like the sphere head bits, they are the absolute best. I think it's like it cuts it gradually, whereas you got ones with like a cone head on top, and that doesn't quite do what I'm trying to do. Guess I'm just gonna have to use this old one here, this old brass one, which usually never works, so good luck. Hopefully that'll work for us. I hope some badass lapidary never comes along. Dude, you're gonna want to play the Stick of Truth if you haven't played it, JT Dub. It's definitely worth playing. I had a blast. I didn't expect it to be even fun at all, to be honest with you. I thought it was gonna suck. Heard some good reviews and said fuck it, bought it. It was raining out, didn't have nothing to do, and I was so happy I was playing it. It was so much fun. It's just a super easy game with real. It's like you're inside of a South Park episode. So if you're a fan, that is the game to play. All the best characters from all the seasons are in it. There are some epic moments that you'll never forget, featuring Mr. Slave. So it's worth it. I would say it's worth it. Pretty big bit for this stone, but I'm running out of bits pretty quick, so whatever. We'll just see if we can make it work. Like I said, the game of stones ain't for the faint of heart, folks. You gotta be willing to fucking gamble. And I'm a gambler. I gamble on anything. That's right. Merbear gets it. Well, I've got the divots. I've got the divots. Divots. It's a cool word. Let's see how far I got left to go with these things. You know, it's so... you barely have to drill into these things, but it just seems like it's so far. Alright, so yeah, just a little bit on each of them. Actually, not even that much. Divots. You know, and thanks again for swinging by, everybody, and joining me. You know, this is really what pushes me to do this, is that people come in and watch me, and I feel obligated to keep on going. I'm a guy with ADD. I'm a guy that doesn't necessarily finish most projects, and it's cool to be doing this shit on Twitch. It's you know, it's the viewers that keep me rolling. So this machine ain't the most interesting machine, but the thing about using the press is the whole works could just fucking crumble at any time. Yeah, I've been prescribed before, and then it's like, I don't know, when you have ADD, it's hard to stay with your pills anyways. So now I just kind of let it go. I just do my best, and
My wife has Adderall, so if I really need to get shit done, I'll just pop one of them bad boys. And I'm a fucking human machine at that point, but, you know, whatever. You just deal with it. You deal with the hand that they deal you, you just fucking deal with it. Or stuff, if that makes sense. Deal with the hand that you're dealt. If the dealer deals you the hand that you're dealt. Is that how it works? You want to deal the hand, the hand that's dealt to you is dealt to you in the means that you can deal with it and shit. I think that's right. You guys know what I'm saying. Play the cards you're dealt is what I'm trying to tell you. Play the cards you're dealt. When the dealer deals you an 11, you hit that shit. There. Some of my wise words. I heard on different streams, people are like, yeah, you know, Buck will give you some wise world advice. So it's like, it's kind of like Yoda advice, where it's all fucking mashed together, and the journey is trying to, you know, decipher what I'm trying to tell you. You know, it's like my whole angle with this thing is I'm just a dude that's part of the crowd, you know? I'm like, I'm in it with everybody else, and this is just the shit that I do. So it's fun to be in like the big chat groups where everyone's just, you know, BSing about this and that. And most of the time when someone's streaming, I'll jump in and watch them. Fuck. Or if somebody becomes like a friend of my friend list and I see what they're watching, I'll always go and see what the fuck they're watching. That's how I've discovered some pretty awesome people, just following around my followers. Sly Marble, holy shit. What's up, Sly? You just waking up like me? A lot of us grave shifters are just getting up. Grave shifters and Norwegians. We're all starting our day. Man, the rock dust, the rock smoke that's coming off these rocks is just insane, folks. Just a little bit left to go. I think this bit was a good move. Seems to be working pretty good. Oh shit, yeah, everybody's getting ready for Destiny 2. Hate to say it, guys, but I thought the first one was kind of a shitter game. It had a wonderful engine, which is like for me, that's the most important part of the game. No plot line. So hopefully they sewed in some parts into the new one, because I can't deal with a game where everything looks the same. You know, all the weapons look the same, all the armor looks the same. Hate to dog on Destiny, but yeah, thanks JT Dub, thanks, because you know what, I give it their fair shake, and I bet you anything the second one is gonna be awesome. But the first one, there was no storyline, there was no fucking any of that shit, and it pissed me off, because I was so stoked to play it, and then I even kept playing it for a little while, and it just didn't do it for me. Different strokes for different strokes. You liked it, didn't you, Sly? Well, I'm glad. Man. But, you know, the gameplay there's nothing wrong with the gameplay. I just, you know, I'm a sucker for a storyline. I like a good storyline. I like a protagonist. I like all that shit, and it failed to give me any of that, so that was the bummer for me. But, gameplay, I'm not dogging on the gameplay, which is the most important fucking part of any game, is the smooth gameplay. So, had a good engine. You know, if you like Halo, if you like Halo, it's a good game. Wah, wah. I'm more of a Call of Duty man myself. Don't unsubscribe me, folks. Don't unfollow me because of my feelings on Destiny. But you know, I'm a straight shooter. I ain't gonna fucking bullshit you. I'm a straight shooter. I'm not gonna bullshit any of you guys. I feel like I respect you too much to hold back. You know, so you're not gonna hear Buck Murphy 420 sit here like, oh, I just love Destiny. Oh, I think it's wonderful. I just hope the sequel is better than the first one. And I bet you it will be. I'm sure it will be. Why would they do that twice to the folks at home? And I ain't dogging on consoles. I have all the consoles. I love console gaming. I just was really let down about a game that I looked really forward to, and I felt like they kind of let me down. So that's my rant of the day. Destiny, folks. It's Destiny 2 just came out. I'll even give a plug for it. Destiny 2 just came out, everybody. If that's your thing, jump on that funky train. I'm glad you're with me on that, JT Dub, because sometimes I feel like, you know, maybe I shouldn't say things, you know, they'll piss people off, but if you fuckers saw me in the real world, I fucking piss people off every fucking day. I don't mean to be an asshole, but sometimes you gotta be real with them. I feel like it's the honesty that's making them mad, not the words. Whatever. Let's fucking cut some stones, folks. Sly, I haven't watched it for a while. You been streaming, bud? Must be doing it when I'm not around or something, but I haven't seen much of you around here. But I've also been out of town, so I haven't been watching really anybody, so you may very well have been streaming all the time and I just didn't catch it. Just in Chicago, folks. You ever want to go to a booming city? Take a look at Chicago. Yeah, man, dude, it feels good to get off of here once in a while and do what you gotta do. I hear that. This is like my vacation month. So I'm trying to do as much as I can this week. You know, keep the presents out there. And then next week I'll be in Las Vegas at the end of the week. And then, fall will be here and we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do for the fall. Just to show you that I have ADD, I just saw this crystal that I wanted to show you all. Look at that fucking thing, folks. Look at that fucking crystal. Just the size of a goddamn baseball. I don't even know what to do with it. I think I might start using these as like end of the month fucking raffles. Amazing. It's orange because of the iron that was in the land when they pulled it out. It's an Arkansas quartz crystal, guys. Look at that fucking thing. Make a chain out of it, good call. Dude, this thing's the size of a goddamn baseball. I'd make a fucking mace out of it, and this would be the part that you club people with. Like a mace, like from medieval times. With a crystal ball on the end. Whoa, that's some fucking... You know what that is? That's some fucking Castlevania shit right there. Oh, God. Yeah, rap stars, they like them diamonds, but this is where it's at. A big old nasty brown crystal. Yes, that's what they call this shit. And I'll show you something, actually. My new plan is to make some fashion, statement pieces. Look at the size of all these crystals I'm going to be working with. One of these days, we're going to have a crystal episode. Just crystals for days. And if you had enough of those crystals, I got more crystals over here. There was a time when Buck's Workshop was strictly crystals right out the get-go. So I think I might use these things as like little giveaways. Put a magnet on the back, you can put that crystal right on your fridge. Look at this one. It's two crystals that are leaning on each other, and they then started to grow into each other. It's a metaphor for life, folks. In my hand, I have a metaphor for life. This is me and my wife, right here. All right, back to cutting stones. Dang. You take a couple rips off the Bolski and you get real wild on this stream. Whew. Star Dog. That's what that strain is. Can't say it's my favorite, but I definitely don't hate it. Yeah, I bought all those crystals off of Craigslist for $40. I bought a 5-gallon bucket full to the brim of crystals. Fucking Craigslist, man. You never know what you're gonna find. I then created a whole series of lit crystals where they would use these LED lights to flash. And they're super badass. Super badass, but the quality wasn't there, but they're still super tight. If you took care of them, it was really a badass thing to have. One of a kind. I then sold those crystals at about $30 a piece, which is still a sick deal. After which, I sold those crystals. I netted about $200. I even used them in various trades. So I then took the $200 and I put it back into the workshop, buying all this different shit to build this super epic fucking workshop. And that's how I started off, folks, with a bucket of crystals. And that day, I could have bought 10 buckets of crystals. Now, if you offered me 10 buckets of crystals tomorrow, I would take every fucking one of them and just wholesale them out for at $40 a bucket, you can make fucking $500 off of each of those buckets. Live and learn, folks. Live and learn. But that's life, at that point I wasn't at the skill level to know what I had sitting in front of me, so I only bought one bucket, and they're long gone now. Some asshole probably bought the other ones. Yeah, work sucks, man. I work at a casino. You'd think that'd be a really fun job, but sometimes that sucks. Last night was a shitter. All the fucking parents or kids went back to school, so no one wants to hang out with the buck anymore, not until next summer. Not until the college kids come home, then we're gonna all hang out at the casino. Just a little ways left to go on this Tiger Iron. Yeah, Tiger Iron is, basically, it's kind of like Tiger's Eye, if you've ever heard of that, but it's got more iron in it. More ore or something. Yeah, Tiger Iron's, it's cool looking. I wish I had a piece that was out right now, but the only piece I got on me. But it breaks real easy. It's a kind of a brittle stone. It's like a bunch of stripes through it. Yeah, it's like Tiger's Eye, but it's completely different. Like it just has a completely different look. It's just called Tiger Iron. If you Google it, it should pull you up a fucking deal of it. I had a big slab at one time, And I cut a bunch of pieces, but nothing ever really worked out from it because it was so bitter. But I got a feeling this one's gonna be alright. I've broken multiple pieces and just an ugly deal altogether. But it is cool looking. Alright, let's see where we're at. I'm gonna try to fit this pearl bale in there, and if it goes down to the bottom, we're in good shape. Well, a little bit left to go. Not much further. I can hear it screeching. You know, I'm not sure what's going on tonight, but hey, if everybody's just hanging out, I might be throwing down on some PUBG later with the original Death Squad. Max Chopped and the Poop Monster. Who knows? Maybe we'll even get Camikins on board. She ain't streaming with Barents. Who knows? Maybe we'll even get Barents on board if he ain't streaming with Camikins. Nobody knows. I'd like to know who knows, because I don't know shit, folks. I don't know my ass from a hole in the ground. Alright, so look at this. We got a couple of little eyes peeping out at you. Hi, everybody. Look at me. I'm a little rock in my blanket. Alright, so we're going to pull this little piece of tiger iron out. This is tiger iron, by the way. It's got a lot of cool lines in it. And I'm gonna put these two posts in there. Dee, skiddly beep a doo, skiddly beep a dee. Dude, listen to that guy play that fucking trumpet. Holy shit, that thing is just whining.
Not jazz, or some other irrelevant term we allow others to use in defining our creation. What you're about to hear is not jazz, or some other irrelevant term we allow others to use in defining our creation.
This ain't jazz, folks. Fuck, I've never heard a dude make a horn sound like that. I'd like to play in this band. I used to play guitar once upon a time, and there was nothing better than when you would get into a solid jam with a bunch of fucking people. You know, everybody's doing their own little part, adding it to the song. And it's just like, God, I miss it so much, but fuck, it never works out. And every time I tried to do it, it never worked out for me. Fucking everybody turned into like a drug addict or something overnight. Like, fuck. Come on. So I quit. I quit playing. I quit playing with fuckers. They're all a pain in the butt to work with. Too many egos. And, I miss it. I even tried to play with this one funk band, and the guy tried to turn it into like a religious experience. I was like, dude, can't we just play music? Be right back, folks.
Back to the old school. Back to the old school.
Alrighty, so I've got these things mounted at this point. There it is, the Tiger Iron. Double posted. Kind of small, kind of weird looking, but somebody might like it. You know, who am I to judge? I know what I like. It's cool, but it isn't what I set out to do. And actually, I'm gonna have to recoat this fucking thing too, because it just doesn't look right at the moment. But it's something. You know, I might not like it, but somebody else might think, hey, that's fucking awesome. So, you know, it's better than nothing. Well, let's see here. It's 3:38 where I'm at. I guess, let me see where my bit is if that feels alright. Bit still feels a little good. Man, I don't know what to make now. Alright, I got this piece of this quartz shit that I've been using. Maybe we can just put one right in the top. Yeah, I know that's usually what I do, but then I can't hold it or anything. Actually, I have a camera that's going to be allocated specifically for finished pieces. It's a really shitty web camera. But I have to get this shop in order. It's such a mess right now, and I can't really do the things I want to do. And the lighting sucks, and everything sucks at the moment. So when I get back from this Vegas adventure, I hope to get this whole thing squared away and just get it looking real tight. But yeah, putting your hand behind it generally works the best. Oh, there you go. Merbear. Merbear. He knows what he's talking about. There it is, folks. Crazy, right? This will be somebody's lucky charm someday. Maybe my own if it doesn't sell. What I think I'm going to do is let this thing sit, let the glue dry, and then I'm just going to do a full-on recoat of the clear cast right over everything. You know, a lot of people, you got your purists out there that would, they would like nothing more than if you just polish the stone down, keep it natural. But, I like to use this clear coat because I think it pops them more. And I think it protects the stone from any scratches. And I guarantee there's people that be like, what are you doing? It's like, fuck you. It's my thing, not yours. I like to do two of them if I can, only for the sake of I just like the look. Like I want it to kind of be like a signature thing. Rest in piss. What's up, broski? So like the double post is kind of just like my thing, It's just there's no reason for it. Some stones are heavier, so it provides support. But I just think the look of it looks kind of cool. It's just kind of like, I don't know. I want it to be like my thing. It really comes in handy when I have like a really big fucking stone. Or, sometimes, like this thing, if I would have just went in the front of it, I don't think it would have looked right. Like, having one on each side, it just, like, that particular cut, to me it looked like cooler having one on each side. It's just a personal thing. Personal preference. And I think I ran out of diamonds on this thing. So, yeah, go feed that dog. Feed the hound. Yeah, this last bit wasn't doing nothing on top of this. I think we might have ran out of diamond surface. Oh, rest. We're drilling the huge. A lot of stuff we cut like a week ago. I've got things that I've made. Funny little things. Tiger iron, we did that. What else did we do? This little guy here. We then, at one point, we cut this thing here, which is pretty neat looking, pretty nifty. Oh, what else do we have around here? Oh, we did this. This thing was like the crowning achievement right here. Let me just get her wet here, because that's the only way it's going to look really cool. Look at that, dude. I'll even put it in front of my hand so we can get a real good look at it. Amazing, right? Yeah. I started that one like a lot of stuff was all cut like last week, and now I'm just trying to make it into something worth selling, worth buying. So, pretty fucking sweet, if I do say so myself. Pretty fucking sweet. Oh yeah. For real. If Jon Snow had that shit, it wouldn't have taken 7 seasons to hook up with her. Fucking digging this Mexican music. Dude, that bit just fucking went through like nothing. Woo! Which is why I need to invest in some new fucking Dremel bits, because that shit's the way to go is for the fresh one. Once they've gone through about 5 stones, they're pretty much dust. depending on whatever you're going into. Yeah, she's good to go. One thing I do have planned for the future with this stuff, I want to start working in copper. Like, I want to take copper pipe, I want to cut the copper pipe, I want to use the copper pipe, basically, I just want to use that as like the cabochon cup, and then have the stone in the middle, so the edge of the stone would just be surrounded by copper. And then I want to, you know, age it, you know, do all that shit where it's like basically kind of green at the end. That is my goal for the future for everybody. So that's what we're going to be trying to work towards. I just learned about the electroforming, and that would be awesome. That's where they actually, it gives it like a dipped look, like as if you dipped it, the copper and or the stone and copper. I think that's what that is. I'd love to get into that, definitely. I'm trying to give it, like, for my style, I like very steampunk, like everything, and I want to kind of break into that scene. Because I just think steampunk shit is super cool, and it'd be fun to, like, you know, be like a steampunk guy. I don't know. So with that fresh bet, we just drove right in there, and this thing right here could hang from somebody's neck. Well, the cat is actually a, you know, a little video thing that just loops over and over, but it actually looks just like my cat, or one of my cats. And so I put her in there kind of to keep me company, in case nobody's watching. I can just look over and see the cat roll around. I found it on YouTube, pretty much where I find all my shit from. I love the cat. It's pretty sweet. Fuck yeah. Alright, we're gonna go a little bit further here. This is gonna be my last stone of the day. Oh shit, it's like, I'm gonna have to cut it pretty, like, right now. I have to run over to a friend's house. Another streamer that you guys have probably all seen before. And I guess I just have to cut it right now. But if you tuned in today, thank you. Thank you for checking out the workshop. I wish I could have gotten up a little earlier. I think tomorrow I'll probably be on here. And yeah, dude, fucking thanks for coming by. I mean, we're gonna keep trying to do this thing until we hone it in, figure out what we're doing for real. All the stuff that I'm making currently is gonna go up for sale, so that'll be cool. I'll let Cam know you said, hey, what's up, Russ? We'll probably be watching somebody's stream. So, everybody, take it easy. JT Dub, best of luck to you with that fucking bullshit that's going on down there. Hurricane Melvin or whatever the hell it is. And, yeah, I'll see you guys around. I'll see everybody around. Dead Grinder, I'm out. You're the man.